G'day tradies, my name's Jamie and welcome to another What Tradies Want Tradie Tough Test. Now look, I've got a pretty awesome little grinder here to show you guys today. I'm talking about the 18V-15C cordless BiTurbo grinder. Now the awesome news is with Bosch's new BiTurbo brushless tools, they've really beefed up the motor and the electronic system. So it pretty much means that you're going to get the maximum amount of power out of one Procore 18V battery. So in other words, you can ditch the dual battery usage and gain corded equivalency power from one 18V battery. Now this thing's got a pile of features. I'll do my best to remember and get it out in one go here. You ready? First of all, we've got drop control. We've got restart protection. We've also got kickback control. We've got a fantastic ergonomic system. We've got a great braking system. And on top of that, we've also got a toolless change. All of that combined with a beautiful handle grip here, very ergonomic and streamlined. And on top of that, we're talking about the Bosch BiTurbo range, where the entire range works off the one battery type. Whew, here we go. I think we got through it. This is going to be a good one. All right, tradies. So I thought we'd run through some of the safety features here. So we're going to check out kickback control. I've got my full face mask on. I'm going to put some muffs on here as well, just so we're all covered. Alrighty, so to show the correct use of kickback control, essentially it's for when you're cutting through materials, and if the material would fold down onto the blade and create pressure to actually make it bite, the motor will actually cut off. So to replicate that, I'm going to cut into the steel a little bit and then just angle the blade, which will replicate the pressure of material folding down onto the blade. So let's set that up now. I've got all my safety gear on and we'll have a crack and see how she goes. So let's check out the drop control feature. So essentially there's a sensor inside. When it senses that the tool has been dropped and impacts the ground, it'll cut the motor off, which is going to stop the tool from flying back up and smashing in and cutting the shins of the end user. I guess, look, let's just fire it up now. There she goes. Turned off straight away. Blade still intact, and yeah, look, that's a success. So now it's probably a good time for me to have a quick chat about restart protection. So let's just say you take the battery off and the trigger is still on. If we put that battery back on, tool's not going to start. The only way that the tool's going to start is if we turn that switch off and then back on. That's essentially our restart protection, and that's also going to work if the tool has been used and it's been dropped and our drop protection is kicked in. We've got to turn the trigger off and then back on, and also a kickback control. So for any of those other safety features, all you need to do, turn off, turn it back on, and you're motoring. So guys and girls, let's jump into the hero of this product, which is of course our BiTurbo motor. So this bad boy's producing with the Procore 8 amp hour battery here, it's going to be producing 1500 watt equivalent power, which is the equivalent of a corded tool. But look, just to make things a little bit more interesting, what we've actually got here is the GWS 18V-15C. So this is basically the new BiTurbo. This is the old existing model. So what we're going to do, I've got a nice big chunk of steel here. I'm going to put a fresh blade on because we've just done some drop tests and other things. So we'll throw the new blade on, and I'm really going to lean on this steel here whilst cutting. I know you should normally let the motor and the blade do the work for you, but just to show you how much torque and power this bad boy's got, I'm going to really lean in on both tools, and we're going to see exactly how the motor reacts to that added pressure. So I might actually start with the 18V-10C, the original, the previous one, which was a great tool within itself. Then we'll jump onto the BiTurbo. So let's have a look right now. Okay, so the blade was pretty much almost stopping there. So let's jump across onto the new BiTurbo and we'll see the comparison. Wow, that was pretty awesome actually. I really just put my body weight onto the BiTurbo there, and it literally didn't slow down at all. You didn't hear a single you know, change in tone of that BiTurbo motor. It really powered through. I'd say this is, yeah, a pretty massive development, step forward in terms of power, torque and speed. The revolutions per minute is right up there. There's some really big numbers going on with this one. So yeah, I think we've got a very clear winner in that little exercise. So tradies, the results are in, and the Bosch GWS 15C BiTurbo grinder has gone exceedingly well. So we're talking about a 50% increase in cutting speed. Is just huge. We've got plenty of power there, and we saw lined up against the previous model, absolutely smashed it in terms of torque and just power. This thing is going to bring some really nice efficiencies to you, as well as safety features. We've got piles of them. And don't forget, this BiTurbo brushless grinder is part of a bigger family of BiTurbo tools from Bosch, all launching this year, all run on the existing 18-volt platform, but delivering industrial power on cordless tools. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been fantastic to put this product through its paces. Till next time, thank you so much for tuning in for another What Tradies Want Tradie Tough Test. Take really good care of each other out there. We'll catch you really soon.